Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I am with Crypto Charts Joe, and we're going to talk to you about what is coming in the gold and silver market. But first, we've got to take a little win on this one because 3 weeks ago, I'm going to share the video screen real quick with you. 3 weeks ago, we put out this video right here, and it's entitled "A Platinum Squeeze May Happen Soon," or "A Platinum COMEX Short Squeeze May Happen Soon." And since then, Platinum did exactly what Joe said it was going to do in that. And what we're going to do, I'm going to stop sharing. Joe, you got something to share with them what happened, and you actually traded a contract, a micro futures contract, and made some killer money. So let's talk about that.
Yes, first of all, we did the video, it was a great video, and about the micro futures, etc. And then after the video, not after us recording it, but after it came out, so that we wouldn't be quote unquote front running anyone.
Yep.
That's when we made our entry. And yeah, as you can see down here, each contract on this one, which is really one of the higher contracts out there. None of them really even come close. We can talk about that later. But anyway, yeah, we did, a little over 4 grand, you might say, on this puppy.
Yep.
And this was really just, a couple of weeks, actually.
Yeah. And actually, can you pull up the current chart of Platinum? Because it's even higher than that right now. And the reason why, guys, I want to share this with you is because we did this video. We looked at the chart. Joe saw something in the chart that looked like we might be having a move soon. And he actually went and put his own money in the game. And if you guys want to learn how to do this and read these charts, I'll put a link in the description below to his course before it goes up in price. But let's look at this price. So it's a lot higher. It's higher than what you were just showing.
Right. And because of where it's hitting, and there's some things on here, that, I could share later. But anyway, we're now short. And that's what's nice, meaning we're looking for price to pull back some. Because we've had a, incredible run here. And, we're getting a little top heavy. And, nothing comes, the full run was about 34% here. So we're ready to pull back a little bit. So we're going to, make a little bit of, funds here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear this position because the video hadn't come out yet.
Yep.
So after it comes out, I'll re-enter. I'm not worried about,
And you just did that right in front of us. That easy.
Right. Oh yeah, it very much is. And the reason why, and you'll see here later this morning, I'll put on these positions just to show people. And the reason why we're looking for a little bit of a pullback in the metals, the assets, like the Dow Jones, etc., is that, believe it or not, the dollar is getting a little bit of a bounce here. Now, we were looking for it to come down into this 200, this purple line.
Yep.
And high percentage of the time when it comes back from a extended price level, like we see here, it'll find support and resume a little ways back up. Now, we're not saying it's going to go back up here at all time high to recent highs.
Yeah.
We're just saying it's getting a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a rally, and then there'll be risk off in the major assets, Dow Jones, S&P 500. They'll come in here, probably feed the dollar for a little bit, and then when we start hitting resistance up here, it'll roll back over. And then we have support down here through these little consolidation zones. Well, what does that mean?
Real quick, Joe, let me dive in here. Just so you guys know, so before your eyes roll back in your head, this is why Joe teaches all this and has an extensive course on it. I didn't know that he was going to close that position out just so that it's fair for everyone and he's not front running anything with this video. You literally watched him just close out a position. And I'm glad he did that because a lot of people don't understand how easy this stuff is if you have the right knowledge. So that's why I wanted to share that course with them. Okay, so now right now we look at this, the dollar is hitting resistance. It's going to have a little bit of a bounce. So what is that going to do with gold right now?
Okay, right here, as you can see, we've had a nice run with gold. We had a few bottoms here, and then we had I'll go ahead and share some of this. This is for another situation, but we had a breakout candle over this high pivot. We teach all this, so I mean it's all Greek, but I break it down real easy. So we got it on this candle here and rode it up, but we got out of that position and we put on a short position. I did this morning at the car dealership when I was having my truck service, just to show, you know, what you can, not showing out, but just
Yep.
to show what you can do as we come up to this double top. So let
Yep.
me clear that position out. That's gold. So we're looking for a little bit of a pullback. And a lot of people that hold gold or silver, you know, the metals, I don't know what it is. I just love holding those silver round coins, you
Yep.
know. But anyway, and some people get, I used to do that, get a little hyper if price pulls back. By trading the micro futures,
Mm-hmm.
you can hedge that. Okay, just like the airlines hedge their fuel costs by hedging oil as it's moving up or coming down to help pay for those fuel costs. And as the dollar pulls back into a support location, then we'll get out of that position and take some of those profits and roll it over into, guess what? More, physical silver or whatever the case may be.
Nice.
And then also for GDX, we were able to put on a little bit more. So this is what we did here this morning. As you can see, it lines up right at the top here, sitting there at the car dealership. So I'll take that off. And then silver, I'm a big lover of silver, and then down here, we were doing some videos and I forget what date, but anyway, we were in if I can, just kind of bore everybody to death right quick, we had an inside bar pattern here. And then when we broke out, see where that blue arrow is? It broke out up and above that big red arrow. And normally those sideways consolidations break on the fifth candle. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one it broke out.
Yep.
Perfect. So that's what we wrote up. And now just from this morning, we're already, right in here, just a little over 1,000, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, close that one out. And
Nice.
then,
And you teach us in
copper,
the course, right, Joe? Like how to use
right, we
this
break it
program.
all down. Yeah, it's a lot more. I don't run through it like I am now. I do it like I don't know, like
You're very
we're,
methodical. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, and
yeah.
videos and everything
Yep.
for it. And yeah, it's the whole introduction to micro futures. We break down all of those, the SP, SP 500, E-minis, so on and so forth. Speaking of that, these are beginning to pull back a little bit as we come up to the 200 here, as you see the S&P 500, and then the Dow Jones. You see, we're hitting this double top way over here from August,
Yep.
and see these wicks, these tweezers. Now we're going to wait. As you can see, I don't have a position yet. We're going to wait for confirmation. I mean, we're sitting here going like this, hey, this is fixing to happen.
Yep.
So we're going to wait for confirmation, then we'll ride this down a bit.
Yeah, and
And then,
actually, Joe, if you don't mind, can you unshare real quick, and we're going to chat about this. So I want to bring you guys back to an overview right now. So we're seeing the dollar that has just come off of its highs, and it's been weak. So gold and silver have bolstered up in price. Now we believe that you're going to start to see a little bit of a dead cat bounce in the dollar, right? Especially if you look at the narrative and the emotions are playing around the world, human emotions, that people are saying, okay, inflation is still rising, but it's slowing, which means the Federal Reserve may pivot. And they may raise rates not as aggressively next time, and that is causing euphoria in the markets. So as the dollar comes up in value a little bit, then we're going to see gold and silver come down a little bit, but that's not the big picture. Joe, in your opinion, where do you see the long-term trend over maybe the next 6 months to a year with the dollar and gold prices?
okay, I see the dollar, quite honestly, coming lower.
Yep.
And then I see gold and silver, and maybe copper, those type of commodities. I see commodities actually potentially blowing up
Yes.
and going a lot higher, just the inverse of the dollar. And also, I think it's going to take a little longer, you
Yep.
know, for this economy, this situation to work itself out. The housing market. I mean, we have so many things potentially collapsing that are
Yep.
just, the rope is going down to the last little piece of string to hold it. Even the used car market is going crazy. Matter of fact, there were three. I'm saying this because I know you love the new Corvettes. There were three brand new Corvettes pre-owned 2022s loaded, hard loaded out on the showroom floor. I'd never seen that
Wow.
before.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
getting
so
crazy.
that's,
Inventory's picking up.
Right. And these guys that have made some money now, they're selling their toys, to get some revenue to make it.
Yep. Well, hey guys, I'm going to put a link to Joe's course in below. It's $300. You need to invest in yourself. You need knowledge to circumnavigate these, just navigate these markets, because they're crazy. And it's neat to be able to make money going up and money going down. Of course, we're paper trading. I'm going to steal that one from Johnny, but it's very important. And it's not just about micro futures. He teaches you a lot about chart patterns, reading those charts and understanding where those charts are more than likely to go. Joe, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you giving us the outlook for gold and silver.
Oh, you got always joy talking to you, especially about these commodities. Okay.
Right on. Well, with that being said, guys, the Economic Ninja is out.